Dear children, here I am with an interesting story in front of you. I think all of you are interested to hear stories. All of you love to hear stories. Am I right? This story is about two boys. This story is happening in France, in the northwestern province of France. Las Cats. It is the name of the place. Las Cats. In Las Cats, two boys, one day they went for hunting rabbits. There were a dog along with them to help them in hunting. While hunting rabbits, they reached near to a forest. And after some time, these boys were hunting rabbits. They were searching for rabbits. At that time, they found that their dog was missing. They could not see dogs. They could not see their dog along with them. Dog was missing. They wondered where this dog has gone. They looked here and there. They searched among bushes. Then they entered in the forest in search of dog. At last they reached in a cave. It was very mysterious there. They could see some extraordinary, some wonderful things in that cave. They could see some paintings in the cave. They thought that, who is here to draw pictures in cave? They examined the pictures. These pictures were of animals, different types of animals. Then they could find their dog also from the cave, and they returned back to their village and told about this experience to the elders. The elders also reached there in the cave, and they also could find these pictures, these paintings. These paintings were carved on the walls of cave. These elders informed the authority, the government. Then the government officers and historians came there and examined this cave. And they found that it was the evidence of Paleolithic human life. Paleolithic human life. You may have studied about Paleolithic age. Paleolithic age. It is the age of early human life. Our first lesson in social science is early human life. It is describing early human life. The name of the lesson is early human life. You can see a picture in the first page of our lesson. It is the picture of an ox. Picture of an ox from Las Cats of France. And several other pictures are also given in the second page. You please see that. In the first picture, you can see that some people are dancing. And the second picture, you can see that people are hunting. And the third picture, you can see a boar, and in the fourth picture, you can see a bison. These are the cave paintings from India, from France, and from Spain. From different part of the world, this type of cave paintings are found. All of these paintings are from the Paleolithic age or the old stone age. We had studied that the people who had used the rough stones as weapon and tool is known as Paleolithic age or old stone age. These cave paintings are from Paleolithic age. These paintings are thousands of years old, about 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Bhimbedka in India. The first pictures that are given there in our textbook that are from Bhimbedka in India, that are 30,000 years ago. 30,000 years old. From different part of the world, this type of pictures are available. While examining these pictures, we can find that they had engaged in hunting. In the first picture, we had seen that they were dancing. They had engaged in recreational activities, and they had the knowledge about different animals, and all these things that we can find from these pictures. Apart from this bison, boar, ox, that type of animals, several other pictures of lion, leopard, deer, horse, that type of animals. The pictures of that type of animals are also found from different part of the world. And they had even drawn pictures upon the ceilings of caves. Upon the ceilings of caves. That is showing their skill in drawing. They were efficient in drawing. And from some caves, the evidence of food materials they had used that are also found. The ruins of food materials like fishes, freshwater fishes, flesh of animals, some vegetables that are also found from different part of the world, from different caves. And while examining the pictures that are found from different caves, we can also assume that they had 100 animals. These people, the Paleolithic people, had 100 animals collectively. There may be one leader, a powerful, a mightiest one became the leader of this group. There were no gender difference, male, female difference in hunting. Collectively they had engaged in hunting. And they had used the rough stones. You can see the pictures in our textbook. The pictures are given here. Rough stones were used as weapons. And bones of animals, ivory, woods, pieces of woods were also used as weapons. And they had used cloths. How they had made clothes? Not our present, not like our present clothes like that we are using. They had used the bark of trees as clothes, leaves of plants as clothes. But they had the knowledge of sewing these leaves and barks together to make cloths. They had used the pieces of bones for sewing clothes. Like that, they had knowledge different types of knowledge were there. I had told you that they had made food by using fire. From that, we can assume that they had the knowledge about fire, how to make fire. They had knowledge about fire. They had knowledge of cooking food. They had a knowledge of making tools and weapons. They had a knowledge about sewing clothes, like that. Several technological advancement that we can find among these old Stone Age people. Old Stone Age people or the Paleolithic people. We can see in our textbook a picture is given there, a chart is given there, that is showing the technological advancement of the Paleolithic people. You please see that. Stone statues were made. Pictures were drawn on the bones and horns of animals and on caves and rocks. Human figures were molded from clay. Ornaments of ivory, bones, stones and shells were made. Vessels were woven out of bark fiber. Flute-like wind instruments were made out of bones. We had told about Bhimbetka. We had seen the pictures from Bhimbetka, and Bhimbetka in India, in Madhya Pradesh, is an important Paleolithic site in the world. Bhimbetka in India is an important Paleolithic site in the world. You can see the picture of rock shelters in Bhimbetka. That's the salient feature of the important feature of Bhimbetka, rock shelters. Just like Bhimbetka, from different part of India, from some other place of India also, the evidence of Paleolithic life are discovered, that are given there in our textbook in a map. Dr. V.S. Vakangar, Dr. V.S. Vakangar, Vishnu Sridhar Vakangar. He was an archaeologist, a historian, and he had found Bhimbetka caves and Bhimbetka cave paintings. You please find out the details about V.S. Vakangar and about Bhimbetka cave paintings, and please write notes about it in your social science notebook, and please find the places in India that Paleolithic sites are discovered, and please note it in your social science notebook as a work. We can discuss about the remaining part of the Mesolithic age and Neolithic age in another class. Now we are going to wind up. Namaskaram.